I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today.
Well, hello there.
But unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition.
I hope you guys doing okay on this Wednesday evening.
This was a fine idea.
And today, as you could have guessed already, probably from the title and thumbnail, we're gonna keep going with the story and finally discover if we're fit to be the captain within the special ops unit that Kokomi has so kindly assigned us yesterday. We're gonna finally find out if we are cut to be above the rest, or if we will crumble under the pressure and succumb to the public opinions. We'll find out today. Alright, so, jokes aside, I guess let's get started with a little bit of warm-up. Let's do some daily stuff first, just to get our feet wet. And then we're gonna get straight into it. I hope you guys, by the way, doing pretty great today. Me, myself, haven't been up to much. Just usual stuff, work and whatnot.
Illusion shattered.
But I did read quite a lot of cool titles today. A little bit on the shorter side, usually. Since there's not that many, like, big titles that I haven't seen, at least. Although I did manage to somehow find a manhwa that I never saw before, and apparently has 200 chapters as well, which was quite surprising to me because I was pretty sure I read a majority of them, but I get surprised every single time. Anyway, the title in question was actually quite interesting to me because it begins with basically a modern life character going on a trip in the woods with his colleagues from work. And upon wandering into the woods to find some more timber for the fire, he discovers a chessboard just left in a forest and a broken wooden axe. And he basically gets entangled within this chessboard and starts playing with himself eventually. And the next thing he realizes that when he comes back, nobody's there anymore. He was stranded alone.
There is no escape.
And out of nowhere showed up a bunch of police officers and basically told him they were there looking for a missing person. And as soon as he hears that, he basically collapses. And all he hears while he wakes up is the sound of like doctors saying that he's been passed out for like a month. Just laying in a coma, malnourished and everything. And our man basically gets reincarnated, yet again, as all the greats do. But unlike majority of the time where people get reincarnated into the great characters, hi there Angel by the way, he gets reincarnated into pretty much a beggar who is half blind. And he finds himself laying in the middle of a temple, pretty much almost dead. He can't see anything, he can only hear things. And upon chance, a group of travelers come inside the temple and find him laying there. And obviously, out of the goodness of their heart, they decide to help him. And upon helping him, they find a strange another wanderer coming inside the temple. And said wanderer offers to guide them outside and actually show them the path. But instead of doing so, he takes a few people and they both disappear. And later on, our main protagonist finally wakes up, finally in his eternal glory of the main character, and decides to, you know what? For some reason he could see the spirits, unlike regular people. which probably has something to do with his eyes, but I didn't read that far to understand yet. But basically, he realized that there's a character that came back to warn others that basically the other people died while going with them. And there's only one left survived, and they need to go and help him to climb outside of the cliff that he fell down on. But our main protagonist somehow realizes there's a ghost himself, and basically warns the others to be careful. And afterwards, there's like a big tiger shows up, and our character pretty much just teaches him a life lesson
There is no
of the moral of which is pretty much eating people equals bad. And the tiger was so surprised by that profound statement that he was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat people anymore. And basically peaced out. The next day, the travelers left our protagonist inside the temple. And they were like, nah, we're dipping from here. Talking tigers and shit? No, we're not dealing with that. And basically I read to that point. And as soon as I stopped, there's another group of travelers came in who were there to pretty much just kill the tiger. And that's as far as I read. So pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool story premise. Because usually, majority of the time, I don't know guys if you read like manga or manhwa, if you know anything about reincarnation stuff, usually the main character gets reborn into like this OP, all-knowing, well, you know, put together character that can do anything and doesn't have a single flaw. But to me personally, I like characters that are flawed by nature and they have like some sort of thing that they can't, you know, control, or something that, you know, makes them human for once. And that's what I enjoy. Otherwise I feel like if I can't relate to a character on a personal level, because I like to self-insert to an extent when I read something, and if I can't relate to the character, I kinda don't feel as attached to the story as I possibly could be. And that what usually ruins the story for me.
Be still.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but as I said, when I read Solo Leveling, I don't know if you guys are familiar, I enjoyed it, but the problem was that Jinwoo was such a strong character that he pretty much just decimated everything in his path. He never faced like any difficulties whatsoever. And to an extent I like that. I like that. But I kinda like when characters have flaws, because then they have room for improvement and for self-growth, development. That's what I kinda enjoy the most. I don't know, I could be alone on that one, but I don't know, just me. Oh, hey there, Alex. Hopefully you're doing okay. Oh yeah, I know the title you're probably talking about. Surprisingly, like, you told me that explanation, and I thought immediately of at least like 3 animes that match the description. And that pretty much shows how, like, overused reincarnation is. Because, I mean, they don't even try to make it, you know, unique at this point. It's just like, it works, and, you know, it's cool. And to be fair, I'm a sucker for, like, simple stories of, like, power fantasies. Because something about them, I just like to switch off my brain sometimes and don't think about what I'm reading or what I'm watching. And that one makes me feel more like at peace with the story, even if it's mediocre, because then I don't get attached to it. I obviously don't read stuff that I actually care about in that type of mindset, but usually I read stuff that I don't particularly like care about too much, and it's just something to, you know, zone out and look at cool fights. That's pretty much what I read and watch stuff for. Not always, but I'd say 90% of the time. And every now and again you get the odd one, you know, that makes you feel things or like think. Because for me, there was a regression manual. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that title of manhwa. It's honestly one of the most incredible storytelling I've ever read. Like, period. Not even just manhwa in general. It's like so good. I strongly urge you to read it if you never have. I do know that one, Angel. It's pretty much like the lad that just like the so strong. Isn't that the guy who killed his opponent with his heartbeat? Is that the one? Or am I thinking of something wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Because I'm pretty sure it's the one you're talking about. Yeah, I know that one. It is pretty cool. It was like, the story-wise, it was pretty basic. But I did like the fights. The fights were pretty slick. And I'm a sucker for stories like that, honestly, because like, the anime itself is like, as middle of the road as it gets. It's like 6 out of 10 at best. But just something about it, it's like, you know, maybe it's our like monkey brains talking to us where we just see cool fight and we get invested into it, you know? Because I feel like you don't always want a good story. You don't always want to feel emotions. Sometimes you just want to see a cool fight. And maybe a storyline that you kind of care about. Yeah, I know that one, Angel. I watched it like years ago. It was pretty good. But I don't think I saw anything besides like first season. I don't know if it was more. But I watched it to the point where like the ending was pretty much like a song and dance. And honestly, the ending kind of made the anime 10 out of 10 for me. Because goddamn, the ending was worth it. If the ending was mediocre, I would be like, nah. It was mid at best. But what took it from mid to goddamn glorious is the ending. The ending was awesome. And I'm not kidding. If you think I'm joking that at the end they pretty much just resolve everything with song and dance, I'm not kidding. It's really how it ends. And it's glorious. Because usually animes like that end in the most predictable way possible. The main character defeats, you know, either protagonist or whatever, and everybody lives happily ever after, but not so in this one. In this one, everyone lives happily ever after, but the way they resolve the conflict is, as I said, by singing and dancing. And that is a unique way to resolve issues. Because you don't see Luffy from One Piece just burst out into song and dance and like beat Kaido that way. Or Naruto just, you know, casually starts singing in the middle of finding a Kansuki or something. It just doesn't happen. But yeah, it took me down the memory lane. I'm glad you remind me of that one, Angel, because I think I haven't thought about it in years. Probably like at least 2 years or so now. And there's a bunch of those. Because the thing is, the reason why I stopped watching anime so much is because I watched pretty much everything I ever cared about. And nowadays, anime is just so goddamn plain to me. Because there's nothing like unique. Like Chainsaw Man was one of the new ones that I actually cared about. But the thing is, I read manga, so I wasn't like super invested into it. But the anime was good, so that was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, other than that,
Unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition.
I just kinda care more about mangas nowadays.
This was a fine idea.
Because the thing with manga is that it's bi-weekly, or weekly usually. And I can keep up with a plot on a weekly basis. Where with anime, usually they make a season, and they take like a year hiatus. And by that year, I already couldn't care less about the anime. So usually, unless I really care about anime, I never watch the second season. Because I just forget about it. Like, I could probably count on my fingers on my hand how many anime's second seasons I watched. Because it just doesn't happen to me that often. I just move on to the new things, because with the volume of media that we get nowadays, it's astonishing. You can just read anything you can think of, and it's probably like at least 100 similar shows or titles that you can find. But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd go on the rant a little bit. Oh, it's usually right to left. That's how it goes. Usually, think of it this way. You know how usually you read from left to right? Just read from right to left. It's the same with manga, it's the same with manhwas. That's how you read, pretty much. Just because in Japanese and Korean, you usually read that way. Not like we do, so the opposite. And most of the time, the highest speech bubbles is the ones that you read first anyway, so you can think of it that way.
So as of that time, of course, the front was way off in the northwest. Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation with a couple of high-pressure cells behind it.
Surprising as it may seem, Angel, I'm unfortunately not into men to the point of dating. I know, it's a shocker. With the amount of praise I give to Jean-Lee, but I don't think of men sexually. That's not what I'm about. I appreciate them, you know, as a man. It's just nothing but appreciation. But if I had to pick one, I choose Ayata, because he could mentally and pretty much physically support me with the amount of wealth he has. Plus, he pretty much just runs in Azuma. So yeah.
Cells behind it, and a few pockets of low pressure, and a fairly heavy band of rain showers and snow all the way from the eastern portions of Montana down to western sections of Nevada, and of course the massive high.
Alright, I think we're actually done with daily stuff, so we can move on to the main quest, which is going to be pretty exciting.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange Ad Astra Abbott.
Alright, now with the boring stuff out of the way, let's continue our exploration of the wonders that Inazuma has to offer. Probably. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Sumeru again.
Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember.
But I'll definitely plan to do them at some point.
From now on, let's fight together.
Oh wait, I don't need to talk to them anymore. Thought I did. Let's see. There we go. That's where I need to go. Ooh, that's gonna be a tricky one. I guess I'm gonna climb it. Probably gonna be faster than going from the waypoint. Unless... let me see. Is that one? No. I was hoping there would be like this epic thing that you travel on. Unfortunately, no. I actually like doing the story quests. I don't know, just something about it. Because I quite like Genshin's story. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it is pretty fun to do. Especially like stuff that I already did a while back. Just, you know, visiting again. To see how it was back in the day. Because majority of people like do the story quest once and then never think about it again. And I was one of those people as well. But it's definitely, you know, a trip down memory lane to do this stuff all over again. Because when you think about it, Inazuma came out almost 2 years ago. Can you believe that? Almost 2 years ago, Inazuma was released. And that is mind-boggling. Because it feels like it was just yesterday. At least to me, I don't know. I've been playing Genshin since the beginning, so maybe it's just me. I guess for newer players it doesn't feel that way as much. Well, for me it's definitely been ages.
You must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance. Your reputation precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my doubts.
About what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to lead us.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you just started Angel, you don't miss out too much, but for people that played Genshin since the beginning, it's definitely been a long way to come. Because when you think about it, we get story quests every single, like, 6 months or so only. And that's at best. Sometimes every 3 months if they feel generous, but usually for regions it takes at least a year. So we've been through a lot. Because for the entire year, when Genshin just released, we only had Leeway and Mondstadt. Only those two. And then Dragonspine came in eventually, like after I think 3 or 4 months. And we only got to Inazuma, I think it was July. So it was pretty much 10 months into the game. The new actual region got released. But before that, all we had is just, you know, the package stuff that came with the game. And there was nothing else to do. Because you think now there's nothing to do in Genshin? Imagine back then. When all you had to do is visit Zhongli every now and again and, you know, chill with Venti in the tavern. At least now you can go to Inazuma and chill on the island. Or to Sumeru and, you know, go throughout the desert. Back in the day you didn't have that. TCG wasn't a thing.
A duel?
We didn't have anything to do whatsoever. The best thing you can do is grind rocks and, you know, collect flowers. That was as fun as it could get.
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. But this time, we've got a better way.
Also, when you think about it, you know how you have limited resin now? Back in the day, it used to be 120 instead of 160. So you had even less resources to work with. Imagine that.
We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us, we'll take that as a measure of your strength.
All right, let's show them what you're made of.
I mean, it is a year because when you think about it, Genshin is like, what, 2 years old now? And Inazuma came out 10 months into the game. And Sumeru rolled out pretty much another, like what? 12 months after? Almost? So like, it's been ages since Sumeru rolled out. But yeah. It usually takes them about a year. Sometimes they go quicker, but technically, it depends if you think of like Chasm as a new region, and if you think of Dragonspine as a new region. Because to me, they kind of like expansion to the already pre-existing areas. They're not really new stuff, you know? But for me, personally, new regions is like Inazuma. And they usually come in chunks as well, so they basically separate them. Because you know how Sumeru is technically not full finished yet? They basically just add chunks and pieces of the region. They don't release it all at the same time. That's kind of how they spread it out thinly. So you have something to do every now and again. Instead of just releasing it full and people running out of stuff to do like a month later. You say I have 20? Look at this. Look at that number. The greatest number of them all. See that? That's what everybody should aspire to have.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Be still.
I mean, if you have more or less than 69, is there really a point?
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course, but still, your abilities are admirable. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. This is Yoshihisa, a fellow veteran of the team.
I kind of like Inazuma mobs. I don't know, just something about them. Because at least unlike every other mob in like Leeway and Mondstadt, at least they put up a fight. And I respect that.
I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at the shallows on the east side of the island. That said, the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Fighting a samurai, a sword to a sword, a duel of honor. Oh, what could be more glorious than that?
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys mess up things at the rear.
Because when you think about it, the fight for honor is the greatest fight of them all. Because what could be more important than the warrior's will? The only one winner survives, you know, the duel of pride on the line. You put your will as a man onto your sword, and you clash that will with your opponent. And that way you find out whose will is stronger. And I imbued my sword with a will, you know, to see Zhongli another day. And that's why I never lose a single fight.
There's so many.
That's my secret. That I didn't share with you yet, but now you know. Now you know.
That's not even all of them. They have 2 more camps nearby. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide backup or abandon them and escape on their own. But Captain, that would put you in great danger.
Ah, danger schmanger. Listen here, Kotoku. Let me tell you something here. Danger is my middle name, okay? I fought dragons. I fought with gods. I fought with the military generals of another country that may or may not resemble Russia. I do not know. But you know what? In the end, I always win. And you know why is that? That is because of my undying will, the power of friendship, as well as the strongest weapon of them all, my perseverance and a dull blade on my side. Now do not question me again, otherwise you're gonna get a backhand. You do not speak back to your captain, okay? You do not question me either. There's the last time I will forgive you, Kotoku. I'll give you a kiss on the forehead, and we're gonna move on like nothing happened. You understand? I'll take your silence as a yes. Now let's move on.
If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough men to guard you. It's too risky.
creatures like these for breakfast.
All right then. We'll deal with them all in one go and rendezvous with you on completion.
But I said a dominance as a captain, you know? The new kid on a block.
Mind the deluge.
The old fools don't want to take me in, but you know what? We're gonna prove them wrong.
Illusion shattered.
We're gonna prove that they shouldn't mess with us. By geeking ass and taking names. I kinda hate these guys. Like, I agree with you that these guys kinda suck. Angel, but these are the only ones, and that's only because they heal. If they didn't heal, it would be fine. Just because they do heal, it's annoying.
Inazuma shines eternal.
This may hurt a little.
Cascade.
Everybody.
You can see, they just heal, and that's annoying me.
Minute to memory. Make yourselves at home.
That's not fair.
Be still. The depths beckon.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it up.
Grow, grow, grow.
There we go.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you?
Nah, I'm as cool as a cucumber, Paimon. Never been better.
Paimon wonders how everything is going with Kotoku and Yoshihisa. Should we go over and check on them?
They're probably crying somewhere in a corner because I left them.
Captain,
They have abandoned my issue, Paimon. We're working on that.
Captain, the other two camps have been cleared. The entire rearguard of Watatsumi Island is now secure.
Great! We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look up to us, too. But what's next? Let's go back and check with Kokumi.
finally we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at them until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the team first. Got it?
Ah, safety. Safety is overrated. You gotta live on the edge, you know? You gotta live with the danger by your side. Otherwise, how will you appreciate the struggles of life and achieve the true greatness in the end?
Oh, come on. You were just being a coward.
Or that. You could say that as well. I was trying to be polite there, Yoshia, but you know what? I'm not gonna refute your words of truth.
Hey, cut the attitude!
Oh, hey, hopefully you're doing okay.
These guys, honestly. Forget them. Let's go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kokumi is like 12, so they might as well call her Kokumi. Because the thing is, the age in Genshin is pretty much just a number. Some characters could be 9,000 years old for all I know and look like they're 10. And some could be like Zhongli, thousands of years old but look like they barely turned 20. And you know what? That's just the beauty of Genshin Impact.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, I presume. But with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park.
Indeed so.
Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone from Watatsumi Island?
I wouldn't bank on that. I'm pretty sure there's quite many of them. I only cleared like a tiny portion. So it's very presumptuous of you to assume that, but you know what? You're the strategist here, and I'm just a muscle. So I'll take your word for it.
You bet! We sure showed them who's boss!
I'm pretty sure if Watatsumi Island had an issue was being invaded by 3 ragtag team of random Ronins, I'm pretty sure this country is doomed. Because if that's the hardest issue we have to face, and you need to dispatch me, somebody that can slay gods at will, to deal with that, I'm pretty sure this country is not worth saving. Because clearly they cannot take care of themselves.
Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to prevent their resurgence. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. Let me see. Too soon for another promotion, I think. I could increase your pay.
Am I getting paid? That's the first time I heard of that. I haven't seen a single mora from you, Kokomi. What do you mean, pay? I'm pretty sure it's voluntary work at this point. Pretty sure I'm getting paid in street cred, if anything. Or cloud. Which is probably worth more than mora nowadays.
I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy.
Navy? What kind of navy? I haven't seen a single ship in Inazuma, Kokomi. What do you mean, navy? I'm pretty sure ships in Inazuma are like Sasquatch, they just don't exist. And if they do, I don't believe it. I need to see one in order to believe it.
He expressed the desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes.
It's just like a swarm of wave riders coming from the horizon. The greatest wave rider battle of them all, of the century, is gonna be put in the history books.
Now, speaking of assignments, I have a special mission I'd like to give you.
I just imagine we keep stealing like military ships just by randomly summoning wave riders, and we just like hijacking them at will instead of having our own. And I just imagine soldiers just randomly turn up to, you know, for patrolling mission, trying to summon their wave rider, and nothing coming out. And like, well, what the hell? Jerry, did you not lock up the car? God damn it, Jerry, why do we even keep you here? You can't even keep the wave rider safe. We just keep hijacking. Every single time. Until there's no... We are solely responsible for Inazuma not having a single ship. Just because we steal them all. And just leave them in the middle of the ocean. Stranded. While we teleport with our magic powers. Away and far.
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there, often used as a transit point when transporting supplies. Recently, however, supplies stored there have started to go missing for no obvious reason. Stranger still, the Resistance Army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to familiarize yourselves with the army, and also with Watatsumi Island.
Oh, Angel, if you didn't do this part, you're in for a treat, because you're gonna learn about the greatest character of them all. The greatest military captain to have existed. And I'm not talking about ourselves.
When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him. Then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail for the islands.
Honestly, this quest broke many people's hearts and dreams, because the greatest man of them all is unfortunately going to perish in here.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay?
That is a question that unfortunately won't be answered right now, Paimon, but we'll find out soon enough.
He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
Oh, no worries, Alex. It's fine. My Wi-Fi has been all over the place lately as well. So, I can definitely relate. But yeah, Angel, I'm not gonna give you spoilers. It's gonna be a surprise for you. Because this quest is favorite of many people. For a multitude of reasons. Me included. I want to say it's my favorite, but you know, it's among the top 10, I'd say.
Long time no see. So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone?
I get horrified whenever hail starts going on, because I have a distinct memory as a child of there being hail, And I remember I was walking outside and hail started raining. And I remember there was somebody walking in front of me, and then you got plastered on the top of their head with like a hail the size of a rock. And they like go passed out completely. And I was like, I don't want that to happen to me. And I remember like people rushing over to help them. And we just called an ambulance, and I kind of like just was huddling in a corner because I didn't want that to happen to me. I found like some sort of little roofy thing, you know, that was at the top of like this building, and I was hiding there to not get plastered myself. But yeah, hail is horrifying, honestly. One of the scariest things you can experience, because it's like nature trying to beat you, pretty much. It's the only time you will experience nature actually trying to, you know, 1v1 you in real life. And unfortunately, you can't beat it. There's only so many hails, rocks you can smash with your hands before it becomes too much.
Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veteran's got a few leadership tips for you. Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally... wait. What was it? What was it?
Oh, hey there, Jeff. Hey there, Vang. Hopefully you guys doing okay. Jeff, I swear to God, how many times do I need to tell you? It's not simping unless it's sexual, okay? And we don't do that here. It's only appreciation.
Wow! Where'd you learn all that, Tepe?
I read it in a novel from the I Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many doggo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
That sounds pretty horrifying, Alex. I'm not sure why your school would do that. It doesn't seem very educational to me. Unless they try to educate you about how to fear nature from the young age, because I'm pretty sure lesson learned in their case.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Ha-ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right, I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you. You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my very own Special Operations Unit.
God damn, Tepe rising in the world. Look at him. So full of hopes and dreams. It's a shame, really.
It's a brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right?
I don't know, herring is not that impressive of a fish. It's not as impressive as a sword fish, you know. But I guess fair enough.
I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part.
I mean, there's plenty of weird teachers out there. And there's plenty of people who probably like them. Because when you think about it, for a lot of young kids, they teacher with their first crush. As unfortunate that is. For me, I never had that, but I knew plenty of people who had like crush on a few of our teachers when I was a kid. And to be fair, they were quite good looking as well, some of them. But I just find it always kind of strange how you had a crush on somebody that was like thrice your age. It's just weird to me.
Everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies have really helped turn things around.
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
I just imagine Paimon getting one of those, you know, military capes and military hat and just, you know, going to war.
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon.
See you on the flip side, my man. Keep it tight, okay? Keep the chest nice and pressed, because you don't want it to get a hole in it. Tepe. When will you learn?
You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're not careful.
I wouldn't bank on that, but you know, a man can dream, I say.
Ha! In your dreams, mister!
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
I mean, Alex, if we're talking fictional, Zhongli is 3,000 years old. I'm pretty sure my entire lineage wouldn't be as old as Zhongli. Go all the way back to like the Stone Age, I'm pretty sure still Zhongli will be older. So, you know, I do like them old. That's all I'm saying. Nah, I'm just joking. But the thing is, fictional characters and age are just there, you know? Because you can have like a 70-year-old man that probably looks younger than us. Or you can have like a 20-year-old that looks like they're about to turn 50. It's just all about, you know, perspective, really.
I'm so surprised that Tepe's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard.
I mean, Bennett deserves nothing less, Jeff. So I'm glad to hear that. You gotta respect Pyro Archon, you know? Put some respect on his name. Because he deserves it.
Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon War ruins.
Mother Nature is fuming over here. Throwing thunders like nobody's business. Ooh, need to do this whole shenanigan all over again. It's gonna take a minute.
Should be the place. But Santanomio is right. Doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on.
Interesting.
Hiding? Let's see what we can find.
It's one of those where they like disappear.
Monuments look a little suspicious.
Yes, it is. The ones that disappear. Let me put my Lisa on, because I'm pretty sure I don't have official here. So who can I use? Who can I use? Yeah, I'll use Lisa, I guess. That's probably the best choice. Okay, let's see this.
When I practice my spells in weather like this, I can do half the work for double the impact.
Wait.
I'm just teasing.
I go over the else. I thought I touched it before. Oh, come on. Okay. I need to make sure I have enough stamina. Let's do this right. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Unless, do I need to do them in some special order? 1. Oh no. I thought I needed to do them as a special order for a second. I go a little bit confused.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Shine down!
Be still. Alright, time to get serious.
There we go.
Phew. Glad that's over.
Right, I did have Sarah. You are correct, Jeff. I forgot about that. I also forgot that Sarah is Electro Bow user. Silly me.
As monsters go, that one was pretty tough.
Oh, my boy.
This is a surprise.
It's gonna
Didn't know
break
you
my
were the ones
heart.
investigating here.
No, Tepe, no, come on. Don't do it.
I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Tepe, no, sweet child, come on, don't do that to yourself.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea.
That is pretty sad, Alex. That is a sad truth. To be fair, like, Bennett is a game changer unlike any other. I'm pretty sure Bennett is more valuable than any 5-star unit you can possibly get. Maybe besides only. Because their shield is pretty good, but Bennett just, you know, he makes you feel safe as well. Because their heal is pretty good.
On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
What do you mean it's a shame, Tepe? Would you not like to see me, your dear friend? How could you? I, for once, am glad to see you.
Pepe, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it.
That is... I mean, you gotta use what you gotta use, Alex. It's all about what you get. And if Barbara is what it takes to keep you alive, then Barbara it is. Because you know what, at the end of the day, a heal is a heal. That's what I say.
It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Orobashi? Who's that?
I swear, Alex, you're gonna get your Bennett one day, and it's gonna be the glorious day of redemption for you. You're gonna feel elated. Because that man is gonna change your life for the better.
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Menkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
It is indeed.
Yes, but the Archon War
I mean, talk about being OP.
And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it.
I think my Bennett is C3, which pretty good, pretty good. It's pretty glorious.
But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun.
Goddamn, Tepe, don't do this to me, man. I'm gonna cry here.
Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good. Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
That's not something you say when you're almost coughing your lungs out. But just normally talking, Tepe, don't you lie to me. Come on, just say it how it is. Ah, Tepe. When will you learn?
Made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogun Shogunate samurai, Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
Yeah, Teppei is near and dear to my heart. He is a man on a mission. He is somebody that sacrifices his own good, you know, and health for others. And respect that. I do respect that. I mean, honestly, at the end of this quest, I remember crying the first time. Like, I shed a tear, no joke. Just because I felt it. And some of you might do the same today.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refused to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
Well, it is indeed. You've been duped yet again.
But why would the Fatui do this?
Power, wealth, world domination, plenty of reasons. But they're probably just after noses. Just a hunch, you know?
Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
So do I. Because... Teppei.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms...
Teppei, come on, no. No.
Surely he can't have...
No, he can't. I refuse to believe it.
Let's go check on him.
Teppei, my boy. Don't leave me like this, come on. Who is gonna be my rival if not you? You're the only worthy one. Teppei, my boy, where are you? No. No! No, you, Teppei! Why is it always the best ones? The most good-looking ones?
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
No, my boy. How could they do this to you? Those goddamn Fatui, how dare they? How dare they take such a perfect man?
Just a moment. Let me get up. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's gone. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, and taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
No, Teppei, no, don't. It's so goddamn
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference. Delusion. Oh God. That doesn't sound very good.
Tepe, no. No, you. Come on. Let's go fight some samurais, Tepe. Come on, get up. You're captain, goddammit. Show some strong will, like you always do.
So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
Delusion pretty much makes you a vegetable, Tepe. Sad fate. No.
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry.
That's called dedication to the role, Jeff. Something great voice actors do. And Tepe's one is definitely one of the greats. Because he made me feel, you know, as if I was there, right next to Tepe, holding his hand at his final moments. And receiving his will to continue fighting stronger than ever.
This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, would you do something for me? When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together.
Of course, Tepe. I will. I promise you. Although, the promise I probably will never be able to fulfill.
What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be bright as rain. Bright as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
No. God.
Pepe. Hey, where are you going? Hey!
This is so sad. Oh boy.
Pepe's breathing is getting weaker and weaker.
The greatest man of them all has fallen in the battle. His will is never ending like an eternal flame. His might is as tall as the mountains, his passion as deep as the ocean.
I have to stifle a
We
smile.
will never forget the brave sacrifice of this warrior, the went out there, without a care for himself, only to protect what was dear to him, his country, and the people within it. There's somebody we should all aspire to be like. Remember this brave hero by the name of Tepe, because his name will surely never be forgotten. As one of the greats, he will be praised throughout the ages, and always remembered as the greatest one of them all.
How's Tepe's condition?
It's not good. Not looking good, call me. Even your power of healing, jellyfish, will probably not save him. There's only so much you can do. Even with your eternal power of healing Archon, you might not be able to save him.
I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know as I say, we gotta go kick something to your ass.
No, it's
for once.
too dangerous.
You can call me, I said it again, I said it before and I'll say it again. Danger is what I'm here for. It's what makes me feel alive.
The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
There's no time, they will only slow me down. I'm a lone wolf, Kokami. I roll by myself.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful.
Being careful is not my style, Kokami. Only the most reckless approach, head in, no plan. That is how I roll. That's how I shall do it.
We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Pretty sure I'm immortal, so you don't have to worry about that.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
There's nothing to think over, Paimon. In times like these, quick decision making was gonna get it for us. The quick victory, unlike any other. Because for the win, you gotta take some risks. As victory only favors the strong and the courageous, never favors the weak. Both in mind and spirit.
The insolent shall be punished.
Ooh. Pretty atmospheric here. The lightning, the dark clouds over my head. Quite nice weather, if I do say so myself. Certainly complements, you know, the entire situation going on in Inazuma.
Wanna take my hammer?
Not so, kind sir. I'll kindly refuse your hammer proposition. I'll take you up on your offer later. I guess we need to go here.
You want me?
Alright, let's see what this is all about. Time to go meet Scaramouche and see what he has to say for himself.
There is no escape.
Mind the damage. Cascade.
Now you shall perish. I'm going in. Illusion.
I hate the Geo Futuis just because you can't break their shields unless you have Geo as well. That's annoying to me. Any hidden treasures? Doesn't look like it. Let's put that there.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from retail?
Most likely.
Shine down.
Killjoy! Only just begun.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Torn to oblivion.
This made her
Get some premium gems while we're at it. Don't mind if I do. The situation of the Inazuman civil war is personally uncertain. The longer this conflict drags on, the more advantageous our position will be. To deepen the resistance's reliance on delusions, to fan the flames of war, and steel the resolve of the leadership on both sides to continue fighting. I call upon all available comrades to assist the work of 2nd Naval Lieutenant Nathan in dashing Sangonomiya's hopes for a quick victory. If there are any accidents, assist in 2nd Lieutenant Nathan's escape and silence all who might reveal our infiltration into their ranks. This mission is of vital importance to securing our supply of delusions. Not a single detail may be overlooked. Alright, so I guess Inazuma is filled with Fatui scum. Unbelievable. How could Raging Shogun allow that?
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
I mean, Paimon again, like, what, 168 damage per hit? I'm pretty sure we're gonna survive that. There we go. Sesame open. Come on. Let's see what we have behind the magic door number 1.
Intruder spotted!
More enemies. Well,
Let them impede the work of the harbor.
boys. How about we have a nice tea party instead? Look, there's a kettle and everything. Is there really a need for violence? These Futui, there's no reasoning with them.
Make yourselves at home. Hey. Off we go.
Killjoy!
I'm going in. Committed to memory.
Mind the deluge. Be still.
Went too far.
Grow. Yeah.
You decided to take the hard way out, Futui. I offered you a peaceful solution, and you rejected me. You threw my goodwill back in my face, and that's what you get for it. And I was beating unlike any other.
This might hurt a little.
Be still. Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Shine down. Let's light it up.
Grow.
There we go.
Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Make yourselves at home. Everyone hold hands. Gotcha.
One of us has to go.
Oh, that was a little bit rough. I didn't notice that. But you know what?
Everybody stand
As part of Bennett.
Feeling a little
What?
washed out.
How was that possible? Ayato, how could you do that to me?
This body belongs to us.
Well, now we kind of screwed for the next 2 minutes.
Sharing my mind.
With our Ayato is going to be kind of rough.
Shine down. Ha!
This one's well done.
This might hurt a little. Grow. Committed to memory.
Illusion shattered. Ha! Ha!
You need to hurry up.
The mortal
Well,
fleeting.
I guess it's all up to Bennett.
You need to hurry up.
At the mighty Archon of Flames,
Well done.
it was really all in the cards for Bennett to assert his dominance and win everything himself.
You need to hurry up. Well done.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Look at that.
Light it up.
This one's well done.
Look at that. Bennett standing victorious among the corpses
Find this place. Congratulations.
of our enemies and our allies as the mightiest of them all. Alright, Scaramouche, let's see what you have to say for yourself.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about.
Indeed so. It's not just about your big hats. And I wanted to ask where you get them. Like your, preferable shop. Or where I could get one of those sick-ass hats. I didn't come because of that. Although I would like to know. Where do you get them hats? Because that is a question that keeps me up at night. And I need to know.
I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders.
I'll head that response. Hopefully you're doing okay.
I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless.
Alright, Ageless Scaramouche, come on.
They were always going to die.
Have you seen Zhongli?
With or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests.
I fail to see how I'm inside that picture, Scaramouche. Enlighten me, because from what I can tell, it's all about you, okay? But what about me, Scaramouche? What about my feelings, huh? It's all about you, right? It's all about you. Just because you have a big head, you think you have big personality, and you have big importance. But guess what? Big head doesn't make you important. It might make you look cool, but it doesn't make you important. Scaramouche, as sad as it is. Otherwise everybody would wear big hats.
Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
I mean, if you can use those powers because you're dying, I don't think so, Scaramouche. I mean, this sounds like a pretty bad deal to me, but maybe just me.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause.
Don't you dare talk about my boy Tepe that way. You keep his name out of your goddamn mouth, Scaramouche. How could you? He's the greatest man of them all. Somebody we all should aspire to be like.
Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Hey, calm down! No!
Alright, it's showtime. Or not. I guess it is not.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Ooh, look who it is. The big fox lady herself. It's time for countdown, guys. I hope you're ready.
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Alright, fine. I'll do it.
Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news.
Alright, good. Good. The last thing I want is concussion. We still have country to save.
It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact.
That is quite unusual, Alex. I'm I'm pretty sure that's not normal. I mean, I do get sometimes whenever I like stand up too quickly, like my vision turns black for like a few seconds. I'm not sure why, but I panic every time that happens because I'm like, who turned off the lights? What's going on? Is there an ambush? Alpha 2 finally getting to me. They finally found me. They know I've been talking smack about them behind the scenes.
Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Coming tall from a fox lady? Well, I'll take your word for it, Yamika.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
I think you were probably malnourished or something. Because it's probably due to like lack of nutrients. I don't assume it's gonna happen like for no reason. Maybe you were like super dehydrated as well.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no?
I don't like where this is going.
Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
What gave that away? The blank look within my face? Or the dead 1,000-year-mile stare they have within my eyes? Oh, don't worry, Yamika, it's just me, you know. Being me. It's just my default expression.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they?
Depends what you mean.
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that's Miya Kokomi. She really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
I'm not sure that's what Shrine Maiden should say, but... okay.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
I knew this is where I was going. Alright, what do you need me to do, yeah?
You've met her, right?
Who? I met many of people.
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
Yes, I indeed visited her Weeb realm. It was horrifying at best and glorious at worst.
Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
In other words, she doesn't want to go out. I got you, yeah. Could have said just that.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
Big Man Z also mentioned it.
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liuer's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
Oh, he is more than God. He is a man, unlike any other. He's the truest, perfect human being that ever existed.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach...
I'm glad we're on the same page, yeah, that's why I like you.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think?
Indeed so.
The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition.
You see, money is just, a human concept, right? Gandhi doesn't need money because he ascended beyond the ethereal plane. He achieved true enlightenment, and he realized that money is just a materialistic object. And if anything, people throw money his way, just because of his devilishly good looks. So, he never needed money to begin with, and he will never need it. So, that's why. Being broke is just a state of mind, in Zhongli's case. And he's never broke in that one. So he's probably the richest man of them all, just knowing materialistic things by knowledge, which is the greatest wealth of them all. But he can use that wealth to actually exchange for food and wine as well as tea, because his tea bills are probably through the roof. Huta probably still paying them off to this day.
And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt Decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt Decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
I mean, when words don't work out, use your fists, okay? Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna be the same after a royal ass whooping that we're about to give them. They will have to change one way or another, whether they like it or not.
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
I'll take that as a compliment. Even though I'm pretty sure you dissed me right now, yeah, but you know what? When in doubt, just take everything as a compliment.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
A child? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm older than you at this point. But come on.
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Alright, it's time. It's time to learn how to be a Raiden Shogun. Time to go through our training arc, guys. As every protagonist should, we're going through our training arc to develop the true power we're about to wield. Because the power of friendship that we're about to attain is the strongest power of them all. And we gotta learn how to wield it. As with great power comes great responsibility, and we gotta learn how to handle that responsibility greatly. I'm pretty sure the training is harder than the actual fight. Because this training is actually kind of tough. Not gonna lie. Ooh.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
A hidden boss of Genshin Impact. The Raiden Shogun Simulator.
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think?
I guess so.
The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Oh, I take that as a challenge, yeah? You don't want to challenge me, okay? Because I'm gonna subvert your expectation in the most unexpected way possible. You ain't gonna see what's gonna come for you. Okay, okay. Nope. Just hug the wall. Just hug the wall and everything will be okay.
Insolent.
Just keep hugging the wall. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling it. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Doing pretty good so far.
Absurd.
Let's do it again. Okay, looking good, looking good. No. No, you don't. Keep hugging the wall. That's the best way to do it. No. We're gonna do a perfect run. No. No, you don't. Ah, I got hit, God. There goes my perfect run. Bleating like the first love. Unbelievable. It shows me its head and then suddenly disappears. Like a kiss upon the wind. Okay, where is it? Show it to me.
There is no escape.
Okay. There we go.
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
Yeah, I remember failing quite a few times the first time I did actual training. Because you gotta keep attention to those like flying swords especially, because they're gonna mess you up.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
I mean, yes, but I know you're not gonna show you a tease, unlike any other Yamika. I can see your games.
In your
Can't fool me. See. Unbelievable.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on.
Well, I mean, we do kind of know what she looks like in a fox form, based from the images. So, that's as good as it gets, I guess.
You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost.
There were some cutscenes of, if you didn't watch the story, basically the actual Electro Archon, the cutscene about her, and Yamika was there, within her hands.
I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
Oh, please no.
There's a part 2?
Please no. Raiden, have mercy. Please. God damn it.
Illusion shattered.
This may hurt a little.
Be still.
I hate this. Leave me alone. No.
Gonna hurt in the morning? Let's light it up. There is no escape.
Cascade.
Yeah, you sadistic woman. How could you do this to me?
We're finally done. How did we do?
Oh, no worries, Alex. If you are tired, just go to bed. It's perfectly fine. Absolutely no worries. I do understand for some of you guys it's on the later side.
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Unbelievable, Yamiko. How could you say that to me? I'd say I did pretty well in our first fight. I almost got her to half HP, and I think that's pretty good.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You know, not to toot my own horn, but...
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you?
I mean, knowing you probably would.
Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
Exactly. So you don't want to mess with me, because I have connections here, amigo, okay? I got army support.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary, it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
On this account, I think it's 35.
All of this said and you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Yep, it is 35, but I do have 236k XP to use, so there's that.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time.
My Bennett is the greatest Bennett you'll ever see, Jeff, you know already. You're not ready to witness his eternal glory, okay? You're gonna get too blindsided.
Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun, the ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma.
I don't think it is hidden, Jeff. I think you're lying to me. I'll check in a second. I'm pretty sure my status is open.
So my plan is
We'll see.
to
We'll see.
incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission.
Alright, I mean, if you swear by Zhongli, then I guess I believe you. You wouldn't dare to betray our Lord's trust. So, I do believe you now. I'll do it in a second.
If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujusara! It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Goddamn, yeah, diffuse situation pretty quickly. Respect.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Now this is what true simping looks like, Jeff. Look at that. Learn. I'm nowhere near that. I wish I had the dedication towards my one and only Zhongli as much as Raiden has Sarah's. But unfortunately, I'm not quite there yet. Maybe in the future.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Huh. It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun, at every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look.
That's some profound stuff right there.
And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess I am part of this deal as well. Even though I said nothing so far, but you know what? At least I feel included.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
And she's off.
Scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujusara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
True.
Okay, but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3 days.
We'll come up with something, Paimon. There's nothing to worry about. I mean, usually we don't have a plan to begin with, though. At least now we have 3 days to go on. It's more than usual, at least.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Alright, time to go meet the little Tanuki. The greatest belly in the game. Let's go see. Oh wait, we're not meeting the statue, we're actually meeting the... I wonder. Is that the one? I don't know. Is this the one? Just, you know, something about it feels a little bit suspicious. I'm not quite sure what it is.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before.
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth.
Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
Paimon, you're not the one to talk, come on.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shiumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities.
Saya's like, yes, you will.
Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the 3 commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to. Now you're following me? The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Alright, yeah, you got yourself a deal. Time to embody the greatest ninja of them all. The Naruto Uzumaki himself. We're gonna use Kaganabu no Jutsu. We're gonna multiply ourselves. We're gonna go to town. We're gonna start a war, goddammit. But using ninjas only. We're gonna become the true Hokage by the end of the stream, okay?
Toma, you there?
Hey there, Tomomaru.
We're back.
Glad to see your beautiful face, as usual. But anyway, I'm on business here.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Oh, right, sorry, I forgot, Jeff. I'll do it after this cutscene. Sorry about that. Got a little bit distracted.
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think.
You can't threaten me with something that's not happening on a daily basis either way. You kidding me? If there was a chance I could, I definitely would, but fortunately, it's not happening.
Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
A diversion. I mean, I do like them.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion.
In other ways, a pretty dumb one, but you know what, Toma? I respect the spirit.
But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here.
I mean, that's a talent in itself. Imagine if we could sleep while standing. I would do that every day, honestly. Just like standing in the bus, just, you know, chilling out. Closing my eyes, zoning out for a couple hours. Waking up in the middle of nowhere. Sounds like a great idea to me. Oh, heads out, Kevin. If you are on the U server, then yes. But if you know, unfortunately, cross-server friend list is not a thing. So, that would be kind of difficult.
This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
Sounds like a solid plan to me. Alright, Jeff, here you go. There they are. They show now. You can look at them as much as you would like. Just don't get too intimidated by the eternal glory. Because I know it will be pretty easy, but you know what? You gotta pace yourself. Oop, didn't mean to click that one. Got me yet again.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out.
You may just make makeshift nuclear bomb out of fireworks, and you know she's just casually giving it to us. You know what? I'll take it though.
Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
And also, it's best if you know within 10-mile radius of it, because you're gonna get whiplash otherwise.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
I can think of plenty of things that could happen to Yoimiya, but I'm gonna keep them to myself for now.
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
Ah, God. I forgot that I need to do that one at all. Okay, let's go do this one quickly. I completely forgot that I need to give letters. Genshin does it yet again.
You! The warrant is...
Oh no!
You sneaky son. Alright. Alright. I see how you play in your games here. How about this? We're gonna sneak inside. Metal Gear Solid style. Without anyone sensing our presence.
Stop! I have orders.
You... How am I gonna get that? Unless... I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good one, but I have an idea nonetheless. Let's try it this way. See if it works. They're not gonna see me coming. There we go. That's how we're gonna do it. From downtown, baby. Where's that Kamaji guy? Did I miss him? Did I climb for no reason? I sweat. Kamaji, I'm gonna have a very serious stern talk with you soon. Where's he? Kamaji, you sneaky son of a bitch. How dare you dupe me like that? Where are you? Kamaji, you.
Stop! I have.
I swear to God. I ran because the circle showed that he's right there. Genshin, I swear to God, how dare you do this to me? I've been duped thrice. First time, fine, shame on me. Second time's okay. Maybe it's my fault. But the third time, I'm gonna blame you. Unbelievable. Absolutely unforgivable. Genshin, fix your game. Kamaji, I don't have time for you, okay? We're gonna speed run this. We got fireworks to blow up, and you delay my story here. You literally ruined the moment. Kamaji, go away. I don't care about your marriage, okay? Alright. Does that free it up? No, still no. Kamaji, you son of a gun. I swear. You two adults. Just go on a date already, goddammit. Why am I supposed to do this? Right, Anna, just give me the stuff. Give me the goods. We got places to see, fireworks to blow up, and shoguns to slay. Come on. There's no time. Kamaji. Kamaji, come on. Come on, my boy. We're on tight schedule here.
Well, we got our distraction. Now.
Oh, did we all okay? Yes, we did. Okay. That's what I'd like to see. Well, let's go. Under the cover of darkness, we're gonna blow up the greatest fireworks this world had ever seen. Jeff, I don't believe you. My banner is the greatest one of them all. Alright, let's go. Radio Shogun, here I come. I mean, listen, Jeff. It's all subjective, really, you know? Is your banner C3? Let's see, Jeff. Let's see what you have going on. C0? And you're telling me your banner is better than mine? Are you seriously gonna tell me that? Just because you have 185 recharge. Look at this, Glory. Look at this. Let me show you something. Okay? Look at this. Glorious. C3 right there. Unbelievable. Look at these stats. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful than this?
Where did that come from?
I doubt it. Look at that. Look at that crit to crit damage ratio. Healing bonus right there, 4.8. Ah, glorious. Come on, Jeff, you can't compete with that. With that kind of power? Ah. No many could. No many could.
You! The ward!
Oh. You. Unbelievable.
Pretty much how I thought.
You see, Jeff, 2 lily eyes, whatever. That's subjective, really. Come on. Your Bennett is fine, Jeff, but you know what? You gotta build the HP up. You gotta make him tanky as hell. You gotta have, like, say, 50k HP on your Bennett to make him feel like he can take on the world and still come out unscathed. That's what he really needs to do.
There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught.
I mean, honestly, I don't see why you would ever pull if you are at 69 pity. You might as well just stay there, you know, for good luck.
We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Easy enough. Alright, time to get this party started. We're gonna make Raiding Shogun blow up her own statue. Let's roll away. Alright, time to get out.
Look at it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Time to get out. No, no, no. Get out. You sneaky son of a gun, get out of here.
Komari Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
There we go. Gone like the wind.
Well, how did it go?
That is a fair one. I'm also aiming for Kazuha at some point, because I do want him. So I do salute you for that. You have my respect, Jeff.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu. I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find the document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiai was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiai. I trust you will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
So do I, honestly, Toma.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Alrighty. I think after we meet Miko, I'll probably be rounding up the stream for today. Because it's a little bit on the later side, I'm a little bit tired. Let me collect this first, just so I don't forget. Sometimes I do that. By tomorrow, we should be able to actually fight Radiant Shogun finally. And witness the Masuna Hidetachi. And see if we can actually deflect it.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here it is.
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
You wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this?
The proof. Praise be to the great and excellent Ogosho, the almighty Shogun, whose glorious lightning fills the skies. May your eternal ways spread to the furthest seas, and may your mighty name resound like thunder in every corner of the realm. Report submitted by Training Commissioner Takayuki of the Kuja clan. The Vision Hunt decree processed at great pace and without obstacle, by the grace and might of your excellency, the wayward have been quashed, and the deserters have returned. All in the land bow to your will, with reverence and gratitude in their hearts. Peace now endures throughout the land of Inazuma, thanks to the divine power of your excellency. What a lion son of a gun.
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sango no Miya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
I could name a few people.
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun too.
Personally, I feel like just Kazuha is super awesome. I like his personality, his story, his gameplay, everything about him. Honestly, there's not a single thing that I dislike about the man.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they?
Well, that's what too much loyalty gets you. You get blinded by it.
This betrayal is unforgivable. Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do.
And she's off yet again.
Kujo-san seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep, let's catch up with her.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Indeed so.
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye.
I doubt it, but I'll take your word for it, yeah.
Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
That's a pretty scary thought right there, but you know what? Fear is pretty arousing sometimes. So I might do that.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing she's doing, Paimon, so... there we have it.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
And that's where you made a giant mistake, yeah. But you know what, I'll try my best nonetheless. Alright guys. I guess this is a good place to end as any. He is standing with Yamika, together with her best friend, A. So guys, I hope you have a pleasant day today, the remaining of it at least, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had some fun, maybe you learned a few things here and there, and just had a overall good time. At least I hope so. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna stream yet again, same time as usual, 8 o'clock. I'll post it in community tab and Discord, so you won't miss it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you do something fun before we meet tomorrow yet again, so you can share with me. But anyway, as I said, I'll see you all tomorrow, and enjoy the outro. And we'll see what we're gonna be up to tomorrow. Most likely, battling the Shogun, finally, and proving once and for all the Musuna Hitotashi is not the actual thing they need to fear. It's us. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye everyone.